whether artistically or practically, there are definitely times when my interactions with William, I feel like this is a teaching moment. I'm gonna make the most of this. I'm gonna make this into something, and sometimes it just happens naturally, and an opportunity will present itself, and we go from there. But it is interesting sometimes where you come to a point and you have to decide whether or not you want to be totally forthcoming and honest with a 5-year-old, a 7-year-old, 9-year-old, and it changes. I mean, there are certain times where I feel like, okay, I'm going to try and be really honest with you. This will make no sense, and I see it with other adults, interactions with my kids too. I'm not one of those parents who steps in and says, "No, no, don't talk to them that way." At least I don't think I am, but I just kind of let it roll. But for me, sometimes I'll have to figure out a way to phrase it, or do I make this into a teaching moment that, and I do worry, is this going to alter his perception of how things are, in school or in dance, or do I say something about well, you're part of the B cast, well. As a for example, he said something when he was doing Romeo and Juliet with the ballet about, oh, well, the A cast, has these people that do this, and I'm in the B cast, and I said, well, and I thought, I was like, well, do I say that one cast is better than the other? I don't know that. I chose to say, ideally, which is the case, is well, there are strengths and weaknesses to both casts. So being in one cast doesn't make you any less important than the other. And this cast goes on Thursday, but you go on Friday, and so there are pros and cons, and but making sure that he understands it. I hated when things were thrown, and I still do as an adult, when people just throw something at you and say, "Hey, that's how it goes, and you just do that, and it's all right, okay?" Go, yeah, I don't know what you just said, so I don't ask him to repeat back to me. But yeah, I do want him to feel that there is a sense of that I am listening, and that I'm not just throwing crap at him just verbally. That this is how it works, and that's how it is, and there's no gray. It's black and white, because there isn't. I've experienced so much gray as a child and as an adult, particularly in the arts. The arts are extremely colorful, but there really isn't a, it's not like, oh, I got it right today. A dear departed friend of mine always said, just trying to get it closer to right every day. Try a little bit better. So I try to impart upon him that he just can do whatever he wants, and if he feels like he's not getting it, just get a little closer to right.